$800 million marketing strategy. What does that mean? How is that relevant to you? And what can we learn from it? Those are some of the things we're going to cover in this brief video. So what's up everybody, Arie here. I was scrolling Twitter yesterday and I came across a thread that actually had nothing to do with e-commerce, which is what I mostly talk about on this channel, as some of you may know. But after reading it and going through it, I realized just how relevant it is for really anyone trying to sell anything. So the thread here is in regards to a software application called Arie, and it's actually in the finance space. So it's sort of like a hedge fund in a way, but it's all systemized and I guess automated. But the point of this video is not really the software at all. It's the strategy that they use to drive over $800 million in investment demand in only 9 months, which is pretty impressive. And this is a thread by Sarah Ashraf. I'll be linking the original thread in the description so that you guys can check her out. Obviously, all credit goes to her. I just wanted to share this information because it's extremely valuable. So first is understanding your audience. This is central to any marketing strategy. So look at your competitors. We do that a lot on this channel. Get to know your customers personally and monitor comment and engagement. So these are very essential things that you should be doing in order to understand your audience. So it helps you figure out what content and messages people care about. The more narrow, the better. So basically, the more niche down or the more specific, the better. At Arie, we created 2 to 3 different personas from 1, customer interviews, so common questions, objections, and thoughts, 2, common demographics, net worth, age group, career, and location, and 3, social sites. What conversations are they taking part in? Where are they hanging out? And again, these are things that you could be applying to your business no matter what industry you're in. So this marketing strategy is applicable to literally any industry. And if you're just starting your brand, you should definitely be writing these down and applying them. So number 2, segment your audience. Find strategic subgroups within your audience based on shared behaviors, interests, knowledge, qualifications. Any attributes that indicate how they'll respond to marketing, and then tailor different marketing messages and content to different segments. So this is a great thing that you could utilize to test content. For example, if you have an e-commerce brand and you want to test new creatives, this is a perfect way to do it. Try to segment your audience based on all of these things and creating different marketing messages in your ads targeting these different subgroups within your audience. So at Arie, it all starts with an early access form, asking qualifying questions like net worth, intent to invest, time frame, etc. From there, we were able to segment into different groups for different marketing messages. So that's probably not going to be too applicable for you, but maybe it is if you have like an agency or something. This could be good. Now, this third point is one of my favorites and really the reason why I wanted to share this. So 3 is don't market, educate. So education is an underrated marketing strategy, and here's why. It builds trust and confidence. 2, it establishes brand expertise. And 3, it fulfills customer needs and interests. This is a great thing that you should be applying to your ads. In fact, on my last video where I did a case study on a really amazing cleaning brand, we actually saw towards the end that a lot of their paid media involved educating people on the issue of microplastics. And by educating you on that issue, they were able to then position their brand as the perfect solution. So a genius marketing strategy and something you should definitely be applying to your brands. At Arie, educational content is key. Here's how: market calls, education and info on financial markets, investor sales calls for qualified investors. And so this right here is not too relevant to you again. So 4 is repurpose, reuse, and cross-post content. So taking content you've already created, altering it so that you can use it on different platforms, different titles, etc. At Arie, market calls were repurposed on YouTube, small clips for socials, and FAQ videos for customers. So in my second to last video, where I talked about how you can create an e-commerce biz from scratch with only like $150, we talked about this a lot. So one of the main strategies that you should be utilizing in that case is creating as much content as you possibly can and then repurposing it on all social media platforms. And the example that I used was TikTok, because TikTok content can be repurposed on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Pinterest Pins, and even Snapchat spotlights and even Facebook Reels. So most social media platforms are trying to adopt this style of content. Therefore, it's a really great thing to focus on TikTok content in order to then repurpose it across all social media platforms. And I'll link all the videos that I'm mentioning right now in the description. So number 5 is track and measure the right things. First, set OKRs. So what is an OKR? So objectives and key results is a goal-setting framework used by individuals, teams, and organizations to define measurable goals and track their outcomes. Okay, so objective and key results, that's what that means. This is a superpower. Use it to track progress, create alignment, and encourage engagement around goals. An example is we will objective as measured by these key results. So in the example from our previous video, we could say we will prevent microplastic contamination in your cleaning products as measured by our 200% growth in customer acquisition, something along those lines. Okay, number 6 is personalized communication. It isn't about getting someone's name right, it's about targeting the right customer with the right message. So this is very key. Using different lead lists with collected data, different time zones, and first names. Keep it simple, make it personal, it goes a long way. That's a really good point for service-based businesses out there. So if you're running something like that, definitely take this tip to heart. Number 7 is alignment. This is the holy grail, sharing a system of communication, strategy, and goals. This enables departments to operate as a unified organization. So 1, create a single customer journey. 2, track joint KPIs. And 3, consistent marketing messages. Joining forces is key. This was my favorite part about Eki. The bi-weekly all hands kept the team informed, plus motivated on progress. The communication between departments always felt like one strong unit, working towards one common goal. 7 is the steps summarized. So the summary here is 1, understand your audience. 2, segment your audience. 3, don't market, educate. 4, repurpose, reuse, and cross-post content. 5, track and measure the right things. 6, personalized communication. And 7, alignment. So her final thoughts here are Eki has only accepted about 7% of the demand from the waitlist so far. So if you'd like to read more about them, you can go ahead and click on the thread in the description and get involved. But unfortunately, that's not really what this video is about. This video is about the genius marketing strategy that they've used in order to build over $800 million in investment demand. So that's about it for this one. I just found a lot of value in this thread, so I figured you guys would as well. And that's what this channel is all about, value. And really, that's what business is all about, is just value. It all comes down to value. So with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Check out all the links in the description, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.